Sports pregame show.
The conference finals continue on 2K Sports, and we're glad you're with us. Ernie Johnson with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, they took care of business in Game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-zip. Shaq, what's the key for them to take care of business?
Well, you can't get complacent, and the effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not elephants. They have short memories. They are not elephants. They forget.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The 76ers, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Celtics. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
The Boston fans are ready at a fever pitch inside the arena. Hi again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
We've been waiting for the acceptance. Thanks for joining us.
Let's do this.
We look at the Celtics. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
And this is the game that gives them a chance to put the hammer down. I mean, if they can build on their Game 1 win with another one tonight, they'll have a stranglehold on this series.
Well, if you flip the script, though, a loss tonight in their home court advantage evaporates. And that would put a ton of pressure on them going on the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Booker out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Jackson in at the small forward.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Brown. You know, Bill, when you look at the players the Sixers have put together, they should be a perennial contender, it would seem, on paper for years to come.
But that's the thing about the NBA. You never know.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of these teams that looked like they were the next potential dynasty, and within 2 years, they made a trade. Somebody got hurt. I mean, you talk about the 80s Rockets. You talk about the Magic in the 90s. They made the finals. Within 14 months, that whole team is gone. The OKC Thunder, 2012, Game 5, Miami. I took a picture of KD and Harden and Westbrook with their arms around each other. They never played together again. So I think the thing you learn over and over again with basketball, even Derrick Rose and the Bulls, every time you think there's the next young team that's coming, they still have to actually do it, and sometimes they don't.
Good work there as it goes.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
The coach did not mince words. He told his team that even though they took Game 1, they have to come out and play with even more intensity to keep their home court advantage. He said, so far we've just held sure. It's only going to get tougher from here on out. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Williamson, the pass to Ayton. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Outside Jackson, the tray. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's the machine, guarded by Jackson. And it's good, 2 points. The machine's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Booker. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on it?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade, and you got to change with it. And the reality is, esports is one of the biggest things we have now. If you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
And he makes the first. Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill, can you imagine a 13, 14-year-old Bill Simmons with the 2K product? You would just be all over that, wouldn't you?
You have no idea, Kevin Harlan. I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had an Intellivision and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all 3 of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try it. Try not falling off. It's impossible. So I've been there every step of the way. I'm pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well, because there's just, that sounds like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations. I'm jealous.
Like your son does.
My son
plays
it.
I know.
But I could have done this.
I know you could have.
I want to take 1984 me out of a time machine and just give me this game. I would have unleashed.
Yeah, but 13-year-old Bill Simmons would like what 40-year-old Bill Simmons is.
13-year-old Bill Simmons would be amazed that 48-year-old Bill Simmons was getting paid to do anything. He'd really be excited about that. Just that he wasn't living at home. We would have been fired up.
Here's Brown after Ben Simmons' bucket. Brown drives in over Booker. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision of LeBron James and his carry through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want they can criticize the president, they can criticize their own team, they can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
Both free throws good from Booker. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now. And I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation that came up and became vets and really knew how, Paul Pierce, who knew how to handle their business. Now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games. Shocking. Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. You had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old, giving, long interviews to reporters. It's how are you doing this?
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's
impressive.
already good at being a bad interview.
He's
he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19. How do you know how to do this?
Unbelievable. Here is Favors following the bucket by the Celtics. Just 2 to shoot. Kept alive inside. Here's Embiid. Goes up again, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. For a superstar, Danny Ainge held on to his trade chips, and finally Kyrie Irving became available. When that came down, when he joined that team, the trade was made. What'd you think?
Well, that summer 2017, the Celtic fans were really restless. The Celtics had kept accumulating all these assets. And, we're going to get Paul George. Nope. And it just kept falling short. People were mad. And then all of a sudden, Kyrie fell out of the sky. And I was stunned at the time that some people were questioning whether he could be the best player on a really good team or not. Because I always judge these guys by what they do in the finals. And in the finals, especially in 2017, it was just toe-to-toe. It was him and LeBron against Curry and KD and Clay or whoever else. That guy on a bigger stage raised his game every time. And I just couldn't believe that the Celtics got him for what they got. I thought it was an absurd trade.
Here's Covington following the basket by Jaylen Brown. For 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Booker against Holiday. Pass to Irving. Shot from 12. And off the prime. And in it goes. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Celtics. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. And back on the topic of Kyrie Irving, Bill, when Kyrie's healthy, best handle in the NBA, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. Man, arguably the best ever. I think hearing the other players talk reverentially about his handle is really eye-opening because, I get the chance to talk to a lot of these guys, and it's always interesting to me who they mention, the other players, like what young guys they mention, whose handle they admire, whose shot. And Kyrie's one of those guys that the other guys really appreciate. I think
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. The ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. 4th, Ben Simmons.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Shooting 2.
is off. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, the G League. Pretty powerful comment to me.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC. Cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
The pass to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Ayton. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Covington against Irving. Pass to Simmons. Embiid with it. 6 to shoot. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Bill, you're a basketball historian. How do you rank the Celtics compared to other franchises in this league?
Third surliest fans, I would say. Maybe second highest expectations, and the best history. It's out of the history standpoint. The Celtics have the best. Lakers have the second best, but I would not count them because they moved from Minneapolis. And then the Knicks are last because all they do is lose.
And they're so surly.
Yeah, very surly.
That one good for 2.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And the 76ers with some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. Josh Jackson comes in for Booker. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ben Simmons. That one goes in. The Bulldozers got 6.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too. Good ball movement, wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Holiday against Rose. He kicks to Covington.
7:15 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Faber. Over Whitney. That shot off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Williamson. 6 points for him. The pass to Horford. And stolen by Favors. Rose against Holiday. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Celtics leading by 5. Down low, Williamson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now, here's Degnan. Back to Rose. Kicks it to Covington. To Dedmon. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Jackson.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
No coverage that time.
And, you know, Covington really excels with the mid-range jump shot. Just looks like he's really comfortable rising up from there.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, you know, I think that's where it starts, you know, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Favors. Rose is out there with Robert Covington. And there's Jackson. And it's Dedmon in at the 5. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Dedmon kicks to Rose. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offers scholarships in esports. I did not know this. And that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, and it makes sense, too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on. Come on.
These kids love it. They cannot get enough of these games.
No. We should have, every college should have esports.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. to the inside. Here's Favors, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Boston. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
First one falls for him. One is no good. Celtics leading by 6. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jackson in the corner. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
I think it's important that Jackson cash in from outside the arc. Really comfortable from this area of the floor.
Passes it to Horford. Dishes it to Brown. Poked away. Horford kicks to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And you know, it turns out,
they embraced the
size. I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they wanted to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Pass to Brock. The pass to Witt. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rose looking around.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And Rose drops them both. The Celtics with the lead. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. He's got 8. And the rejection by Favors. Covington against Brown. A fadeaway. A rebound by the Celtics.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Williamson, the pass to Holiday. And he makes that one. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Booker comes in for Josh Jackson. And Simmons subbed in for Rose. Embiid inside. He's got 7. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Embiid is unstoppable. Just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. One drops. He ties it up.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
Irving with the ball. Pass to Horford. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's the machine. Passes it to Holiday. The dish to Ayton. Simmons against Irving. From 17 feet out. Buries the jump shot. Irving's got 6.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
To the middle. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by the Celtics. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Irving. He kicks to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Back to Booker. To the paint. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Poked away. Covington with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Pull-up jumper. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Irving looking for an opening. In the corner, Horford with it. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Ben Simmons 3rd.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
The free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Horford. Pass to Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got the game tied up here for Boston. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Simmons. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Derek Favors.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
The Celtics have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. 76ers trailing. Now here's Simmons. And there's the pass to Embiid. Covington in the corner. Booker outside. Here's Favors. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Favors has got 5. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Irving against Simmons. Now here is Horford. Tight defense on him. Little. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Now Covington. Simmons on the wing. 5 on the clock. Pass to Embiid. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocked loose. Here's the machine, defended by Covington. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Simmons against Irving. Passes it to Ayton. Outside Irving to the inside and finished off by Horford.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Some changes for Boston. The bulldozer comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brown in for Drew Holiday. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the 76ers. Josh Jackson comes in for Robert Covington. And Simmons kicks to Booker. Back to Simmons. Goes up at the stripe. He scores at that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Williamson, the pass to Irving. Pass to Williamson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Simmons on the wing, covered by Irving. Booker in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 10 points for Devin Booker. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
And Embiid with the block. The 76ers leading by 3. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Simmons. Inside. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Williamson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Booker. 12 points for him. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the paint, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, you know, he's one of the toughest matchups in the game without question. Embiid is excellent at staying aggressive when he's hot.
Irving against Simmons. Irving with the ball. 8 points for him. Fires for 3. They get it again. Ayton, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and as the officials look on, the footage relayed to them by the NBA's replay center in Secaucus, the process getting better and faster over the years.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've battled hard, not letting their loss in Game 1 affect their performance tonight. But the second half is going to tell the tale of whether they go into Game 3 desperate for a win or with momentum on their side and a 1-1 series tie. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Serving it point with Brown to his side. There's the backcourt. Ayton is out there with the bulldozer. And it's Little in at the small forward position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Irving passes to Williamson. He kicks to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Brown. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. 3-point lead. Jackson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Little passes to Irving. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Yeah, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And the rejection by Favors. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Feeds it to Embiid, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3, and they're looking for their rhythm right now.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
Here are teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there. You can ill afford to put a smaller defender on him. I mean, especially from the mid-range. You're asking for trouble.
Brown against Booker. Brown outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The 76ers lead. Booker with no one around, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Booker's got 14 points for the game. Here's Williamson. He's covered by Favors. And the rejection by Favors. They get it back. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of ball.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, it helps when you can bounce like Jackson when it comes to making these alley-oops look spectacular. Way to go, young fella.
Simmons against Irving. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The 76ers leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. DeAndre Ayton is second.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Irving passes to Williamson. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Irving. Boston, no good that time either.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Simmons. There's Embiid. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. 14 points for him.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Irving kicks to Ayton. Back to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Right, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Off the mark, and the drought continues.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. You got to help him some other way.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, feel, showing no mercy in transition there, partner. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Here's Irving, and it's blocked by Simmons.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Jackson dishes to Simmons. Outside Favors. Here's Embiid. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Booker against Brown. Booker finds Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Just a tremendous feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Whitney's checked in, and it's Holiday in for the Machine. And then for Philadelphia, Robert Covington's checked in for Josh Jackson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Derek Favors. Irving with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Irving against Rose. Brown outside. He can't hit that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Inside, here's Booker. Rebounded by the Celtics. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Whitney, and it's blocked by Simmons. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Irving for 3, bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 11.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
It's good. And the 76ers lead by 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Covington against Whitney. It's pass Embiid. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 5. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And now an 11-point 76ers lead. Holiday, the pass to Ayton. Back to Holiday. Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Ayton to the inside. The kick out to Brown. Over Simmons. And it's Brown missing. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Simmons dishes to Rose. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Irving. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And stolen by Ayton. Down low, here's Holiday trying to get open is Irving. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Holiday. Here's Rose. 6 points for him. Simmons inside. He's covered by Irving, and that one's good. Simmons.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. Tipped away and stolen by Simmons. Here's Rose. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The free throw drops for Rose. Now a timeout called by Boston. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a 16-point game. And Holiday kicks to Irving. Rose with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving passes to Ayton. Celtics passing it around. The shot's good from Irving.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the 76ers call time here. Some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for 8. The bulldozer comes in for Brown. And the machine subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Philadelphia, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Embiid. Favors comes in for Ben Simmons. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Booker. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Now here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks to Dedmon. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Whitney. And too long on the shot. Celtics trail by 14. Passes to Holiday. Here's the machine. Here's Williamson. He's got 16. Yes, that goes in.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Whitney. Here's Williamson, guarded by Jackson. Williamson, the pass to Whitney. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
Williamson, the pass to Holiday. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Rose. Jackson looking it over. Rose kicks to Dedmon. Now Rose. He's got 9. Outside Jackson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get it back. Favors. And he uses the glass on the layup. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Little. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Games like this, you find out what you can take with you, right? So no matter what, we come all the way back and get over the top, that's great, okay? But we're taking something from this quarter regardless. Play the right way all the way through.
Well, he wants his guys to just play their game.
And Brad Stevens is a realist. Kevin, he knows even if they don't get this win that it's huge that his guys at least learn something from this game.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th, Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Favors. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Rose, and it's Jackson, and at the 3 spot.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Rose. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rose kicks to Covington. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
To the middle. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Little. And it's Rose with the ball for the 76ers. He dishes it to Covington. He kicks it to Favors. Back to Covington. Inside, 76ers moving the ball around. Holiday against Rose. Rebounded by the Celtics. The Bulldozers got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Holiday against Rose. Here's the teardrop. Shot is given. The 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Holiday against Rose. There's the pass to Dedmon. Now here's Covington. Defense right on him. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Here's Holiday. Passes it to Little. to the paint. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Covington against Whitney. In low, Favors trying to break free, and the jumper falls for him. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks, David. Rose finds Jackson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. Celtics trail by 13. Mr. Williamson jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday against Rose. Back to Covington. On the wing, Jackson. To the inside. Here's Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
Down low. Dedmon with the block. Now here's Covington. He's covered closely. Knocked away. Dedmon dishes to Covington. Rose against Holiday. Rose passes to Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front. Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Holiday against Rose. With the floater, and he sinks the layup. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
And with the lift that Rose gets from his legs, he's able to put such a soft touch on those floaters. That's a great shot for him.
Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Rose with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. No one covering.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Jackson against Whitney. Dedmon trying to break free. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 18. Inside. Here's Williamson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. The Bulldozers got 10 points here in the second half. 76ers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Covington. He's covered closely. Here's Favors. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holiday against Rose. Outside Holiday. At the elbow, Horford. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. That's 7 points for Horford.
And the jump shot of Al Horford, cash, money, all the time. Got to D him up or you pay the price.
Right side Favors. Back to Rose. Over Holiday. And that one hits back Island.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And favors kicks to Rose. And here is Dedmon. The kick out to Rose. Over Holiday. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He misses the free throw.
And I really like the uniqueness of Al Horford's game. I mean, he's a big man with a versatile skill set. He makes threes. He can score inside. He defends. He's a guy that is an inside-out matchup problem for most.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Kyrie Irving comes in for Drew Holiday. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Simmons comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Devin Booker in for Robert Covington. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Jackson kicks to Rose. On the wing, Booker. Tries again. Count that bucket. And the 76ers lead by 14.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Irving, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving against Rose. High post, Embiid. Outside Rose. Kicks it to Jackson. It doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Pass to Williamson. This ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
And the first one drops. Ayton, he's checked in for Al Horford. And Brown drops them both. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Rose. Rebounded by the Celtics. Ayton's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Here's Williamson. Brown trying to free himself up. And it's Williamson missing.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling. And that's how you do it. Well done.
Simmons finds Booker. To the middle. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Ayton.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brown wide open. He fires. Boston, no good that time either. And it's Rose with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Leading by 12. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Irving against Rose. Irving with it. Now the pass to Little. 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Makes it off the glass. The Bulldozers got 24.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the 76ers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Irving's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Up top, Simmons. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Derek, what was the focus for your team tonight?
We just came out and played hard. That was the whole purpose of practice yesterday. Fix what we did, importantly on defense, and just come out and play harder and just play better.
And the defense was outstanding tonight, and that led to the win. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.